Hello, friends. James Stevenson back with another episode of Who's Hating Hard on Tesla Today. It's a redditor. I'll give you their name in just a minute after I check in with Loki, who is snoozing in bed. He hasn't had his breakfast yet today, but he will a little bit later on. I saw your eyes get a little bit bigger. Are you hungry, buddy? Maybe in a bit. Okay. You can keep an eye on Loki in the Loki cam if he does anything interesting here. I'll cheat this over just a little bit so you can keep both of Loki's ears in the shot. While I share with you this post from Jeremy Judkins at Jeremy Judkins underscore on X, you can tell that's the real Jeremy Judkins because of the check mark here and the Boomer House badge. Can a software update fix this issue? Question mark. He joked. If you don't know Jeremy, then you might have you might not have known that's a joke, but it's a joke. Retweeting or posting a screenshot from Reddit r slash enough Musk spam from user u slash no independent 9192, headlined Reflection Risks Cybertruck, with a photo of the sun gleaming off the side of a Cybertruck. What's this about? Well, let's read the bottom. Isn't this shiny steel a fire risk and risk to other road users? If I lived in a country that permitted these trucks on the road, I would be concerned about them parking near grass in the dry season. Has there been any incidents yet? Oh, wow. That's super funny. All right, so that's who's hating hard on Tesla today. It is u slash no independent 9192 on Reddit. Got to roll the who's hating hard on Tesla today sizzle. I'm just gonna run through the comments because they're so good. Here's one from Neil Bolton at Neil Bolton RSPL. Studying physics broadens the mind. Not knowing physics is a good marker for stupidity. Here is a great example. Here's at Fla Tesla, FLA Tesla, any more than glass and chrome on regular vehicles? And is that saying other cars are not shiny? Every car is shiny. I mean, that's like one of the defining characteristics of cars that you buy new from dealerships, for example, is that it's a shiny new car that you buy. I will shine mine like a mirror, metalworker, says Scott Palamas. Here's one from Tesla Owners Club of San Joaquin Valley. It's just a face palm here. Pretty funny. Robot Beat replied, this person doesn't understand how optics work. To get focusing, you need concave surfaces, not flat surfaces. That's right. So a flat surface is never going to give you more concentrated heat energy reflecting the sun than the sun is giving you already, right? So under any conditions that a flat surface would catch dry grass on fire, the sun would directly catch the grass on fire. That doesn't happen a lot, probably. Here's one from Ogden Birch. Good thing Europe banned Airstreams. Huge danger. So these are convex, not concave, rounded stainless steel surfaces here. Very shiny. The one in this photo isn't as shiny as some Airstreams I've seen. But those have been on the road for 70 years. Like, you can go back and watch Lucille Ball in the long, long trailer to see an example of a stainless steel vehicle that was permitted on the roads back then. No concerns then about glare or fire risk. Well, here's one from John Hester. Shiny things on the road are bad. Ever passed a gasoline truck? They, those are pretty shiny. They want to keep the liquid inside cool, so they put a very highly reflective surface on the outside to keep it from heating up too much. Yeah, like there are no other shiny vehicles on the highway. There are truck trailers driving around with full stainless panels, and nobody seems to have an issue. Sure, yeah, I mean, at least in the US, you can see semis pulling a 40-foot trailer behind them that's a solid, shiny, metallic wall. That's a whole lot more surface area than a Cybertruck. Yeah, FSD beta test pilot. LOL, what? It isn't concentrated solar, zero fire risk, there are no concave surfaces. If you never heard of concentrated solar before and you don't know what that is, that's not making the electricity directly with a solar panel. This is using a bunch of mirrors to bounce light at a point, usually like at the top of a tower or something, where you focus all this light on it to heat it up, and then you run water through it, and you heat it up to make steam out of it, and the steam turns a turbine, and that's how you make your electricity. It's a pretty costly way of doing things. It's cheaper to just use regular solar panels, which is what most people do. A fire risk, well, that's just an ad hominem attack. This just in, semi-wheels no longer allowed to be used because they're shiny, more at 10. Yeah, the wheels on semi-trucks can be blinding sometimes if you look at them, you know, in the right sunlight. Somebody else pointing out the panels are not concave, so they don't concentrate light and heat. This is not the same situation as the Walt Disney Theater in Los Angeles, where the architect thought it would be a great idea to make the building out of concave, in some cases, stainless steel panels that at the right time of day would focus the sun's light out of that curved shape to a point, and that point might be on the sidewalk, right? So they had to go back in and like repair that building somehow and fix it to keep it from causing fires or making pedestrians, injuring pedestrians, I think, was one of the concerns. How about the actual source of that reflection? Only drive at night? There's a helpful suggestion from somebody. If the sun and glare are bothering you that much, just, you know, don't go out during the day. This totally makes sense if you don't think about it. Somebody else pointing out the convexity is not a concern. They're flat panels. Yeah, people getting desperate. Who's gonna tell them? All right, I probably hit that point enough times now. That's my video for today. That's Who's Hating Hard on Tesla today. It is that Redditor whose name I already gave you. Who cares? And we'll check back in with Loki, who is still snoozing in bed, just like we saw at the beginning of the episode. And I'll remind you at this point in the video, if you liked today's video, click the like button. Smash that like button for me, as some YouTubers say. That's how the algorithm knows to recommend this video to other people who might also like it, as you did. If you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. But if you're not subscribed to me and you're watching my video on YouTube, you can do that with a link I will leave you on YouTube over here. You can click. But thank you to everybody who supports me by subscribing to me on Patreon or on X or by joining my YouTube channel as my executive producers did in a very big way. Thank you, Kathy Kitchler and Rebellionaire.com, and I'll see you in the next one.